Hello, and welcome to another update video on XRP. I'm here on the daily time frame. Just a reminder that the market remains in a range. We remain caught in a range, and here on the Bitstamp chart, it's possible that we've started the fifth wave. But as I said, and I don't want to repeat it every time, but I know repetition is important. The move to the upside, it's just unclear what this is. We are below resistance. There are two resistance levels I have highlighted here. One is represented by the yellow line, and that is at $2.67, and the other one by the green line at $2.79. We currently stay below this line, and we need to break our lines, and we need to break above at least, 267 at the very least, to get back above those previous swing lows. Because look, we had obviously this nice rally into the July highs, and then just sideways chop, a decline, and then we hit this again from below. But that's it, and now we are hanging in there in a range below previous lows. So these are now acting as resistance. Support before, now resistance, which means only if we can break above that level, we're getting back into something that we can call an uptrend. And then, only then we can start to focus on that $3.40 level, which is the, represents the previous swing highs, right? From January 25 and July 2025. Overall, if the market can generate that upside momentum and then break above those highs, the $5 level will come into focus. But for now, it's kind of uncertain what's going on here. Nobody wants to make a move, it seems, yeah. Market appears frozen this whole week. Not much happened. What we can do, though, we can add this Fibonacci support zone, a standard support zone we can track here. And it's between $1.75 and $2.17. This is the zone I'm also tracking on the smaller time frame. I mean, here on the larger time frame, I can add this to the chart, but I don't really see the smaller time frame that gives us clarity here. So, I don't want to make anything, or I don't want to make something up, but this is something that could play out, right? But we need to hold $1.75, and it's not trustworthy, this zone, because there are different levels on different exchanges. I'm talking about the Friday low. But it gives you some levels to watch. It gives you a support zone. And you can see here where I added a resistance area earlier today. Let me adjust that slightly. See, it's between 242 and 256. This is a micro, let's say it's a micro resistance zone, Fibonacci resistance, yeah. So if we go back to the larger time frame, you see this zone here as well. It's on the smaller time frame. It's just drawn a little bit more precisely here, because here we have all the relevant. Or actually, I could draw it to the top now. So we've got the area here, to be precise, yeah, around 217 to 176. And what I'd also like to add here to this chart is this yellow line, because it is a resistance line we need to pay attention to. So we've got Fibonacci resistance, we've got a Fibonacci support zone, and in terms of this microstructure that I added, it should be visible on that smaller time frame chart as well. So we have a potential wave 1 up, and maybe we could now be working on a wave 2. But again, how reliable is it? I have no idea what happened in this wick. I can tell you that the pullback looks a bit like a nah, it's not a 5-wave move. It looks more like a 3-wave move down here. But it might be wave A. Maybe we're starting wave B, get wave C. This is sort of what I would track right now. That should give you a bit of orientation, which means the bulls need to break at the very least, at above $2.56, $2.57 to generate some sort of upside momentum. That's the update on XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional updates, charts, news, and much more. And I'll leave a link for you guys in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.